Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Oliz, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we were working on chickens. So many chickens. So I've been working on chickens and getting more chickens and doing more things with chickens, and it's been going pretty well. As you can see, I have a bunch of different pins and all this kind of stuff. A couple new eggs, a couple new breeds of chickens. And what I've been doing is once I get them, we put them in here, they'll start hatching. This is kind of the baby pen. We have flint, log, snowball, lapis, bone, the red, sand, and clay. And the one we just placed down was silicon. So a lot of chickens, a lot of things to kind of improve everything and whatnot. But that's going to be pretty much all we're going to do with that today. Today's plan is going to be more focused on ore automation. So something that I've been kind of putting off, but something we need to kind of take care of. And by kind of, I mean pretty seriously. So part of the issue with the ore automation is power lines. We're going to need to remove this guy and move him over here eventually. And I've been trying to decide where do we want everything. I think having power, since we're going to have mostly solar panels and big things like that, I think having that on upstairs would be best. And then I think having, let's see, what else do we want? We can have power on an upstairs and a downstairs of this platform, and then ore automation in the middle. I think that might be good, because we're planning on having machines on this platform and anything that we want extra down below. But right now, while this is full, if we cut the power off to this guy, this will slowly kind of drain. So we don't want that. And we're going to want to grab different resources from here. Nothing too major right now that we need. But some of the things that we are going to need is like iron casings. We're going to want those. We're going to want a variety of things that we'll get to later. But trying to figure out power, I think what we're going to do is for now, and I hate doing temporary stuff, but it's kind of important sometimes. We're going to leave this guy here, and we'll slowly kind of move it over here. Once we have ore automation, we'll be able to make a lot more power cables a little bit easier. So yeah, between episodes, I went through every single thing that could be sifted. So if we look at this and look at the uses, for not heavy sieves, but these guys, there's 24 pages, and I went through these and took the ones that were most important. So for example, soul sand, if we want that automated, then sand, gravel, and dust. And try to figure out, I wrote down what each one gives and try to figure out what's going to be the best like combination of items to give me more or less everything that we need. And it's going to require 6 auto sieves, which is not actually as bad as I initially thought it was going to be. We're going to need 6 of these guys, we're going to need some other stuff as well, and that's kind of the plan for today. We're going to get things set up on this main platform. We'll move power over there for the time being, and yeah, we'll just kind of wait for more conduits. But before we do that, we also set up just a little bit of automation over here with our mob farm, and I want to go ahead and compress some of these guys down. And it's just a matter of recipe. Can do that twice, and then usage, and get a rare, and let's get one above rare. Let's get an epic and see what we have. We have, really? Well, that was terrible. I kind of regret that. Oh man. Alright, well, that is what it is. Let's just put that in there and cry ourselves to sleep because that was terrible. Oh well. So do we have any shoes? Other than slime boots. I don't actually know. We have golden boots. don't really want to use those. Alright, well, anyways, so the plan for the auto crafting is going to require a bunch of these auto sieves. That requires a ton of iron. I didn't realize that, actually. So for now, we're just going to get one of these guys set up. So let's break him. And we're going to break basically all of this stuff. We're going to need more filters. That can stay there for now. That can stay there for now. We're going to need some redstone. And basically, you know what, let's grab some walls. I probably should have done this. I would have built out a little bit more of an area, but honestly, I was lazy. Building is such a pain when you don't have flight. So we'll just do this for now. And if we need more space, we can get more space. I don't anticipate this being too much on space. Now eventually we might move this underneath. We might make it more efficient. Probably just move it, to be honest. We might move it underneath the platform so that we can have power storage on this floor, but I don't know yet. Honestly, it's still kind of up in the air for me, but we can get this situated. So, what are we going to need? Well, first of all, we're going to need some sort of cobblestone generator, so we might want to make one more of those. We're going to want a decent tier, so tier 2 or 3. So that's something I didn't write. Cobblestone generator is a tier 3, so it's 10 ticks versus 20 ticks. We'll see if we need to upgrade it, we can. But that's just some cobblestone, some glass, and 2 buckets. So I believe we have another bucket in here. We certainly do. And we can grab a bucket of lava, no problem. Awesome, so let's make a cobblestone generator. And then we will turn this guy into the next tier with just some iron. So we're going to need a lot of iron today. And again, we'll kind of sift what we want, and then as we can kind of progress with everything else, we'll make more stuff to get better equipped. So we're going to want a cobblestone generator, and we can pipe things out. So let's just put it here, and we're going to want item conduits. So this is going to require 3 things. We're going to need to make gravel, sand, and dust. Now the tricky part with that is we can use cobblestone for 2 of them, and the third one requires sand. Dust requires sand to be made. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a sag mill. I don't want to use the one that we have over here because we are still using that. We are going to need like 2 sag mills. But let's take a look at gravel. Let's worry about one at a time. So gravel requires what? Well, we can make it with essence. That would be cool. A crusher, which is 4,000 RF, or a sag mill, which is 24. Let's make a sag mill, because that is so much cheaper. We're going to need copper and gold. I had to think for a second. I almost said redstone. We have redstone on us. So we're going to need a sag mill. The hardest part about this is honestly nothing. It's not that bad to make. Do we have any iron bars though? Yes. Okay. So with that we can make things a little bit easier. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy, and then get a machine chassis. We'll need a piston. We don't have any wood. Let's put the copper away for right now. We need to grab some planks. And we can make a piston, no problem. Alright, so then finally, we're just missing some flint. Let's grab some of this. And okay, that doesn't have any recipe, but let's just go ahead and make the sag mill. Perfect. So let's throw those in there. We'll get the iron bars back. So for the gravel, we're going to want a sag mill. It's simple as that. And let's actually put it like so. Actually, no, let's move it here. And this is going to output into one of our sieves. So we're going to need 6 of these. And what we'll do is we'll make a little tower of them. And then all of their stuff is going to be filtered into different things. So we're going to do something like this. Let's actually make it longer than that. And then we'll want something like this, which will go into a compressor slash a couple other things. So we'll get to those in a second. So that is the first one. And then we're going to need 2 more. And for the other 2, what we're going to use, so let's look at the next item. So let's look at sand. Sand requires, we can make it directly from cobblestone with a crusher, or we can make it from gravel. I think we're going to go, again, straight with a crusher. Now, we already have a crusher, and to be honest, we're going to want to use these. So, just break this. And, actually, let's upgrade this finally. So, we're going to want to make a double crusher, which requires another crusher. So, what are we missing? Basic coils. So, redstone and a little bit of black quartz. So, we need 7 of these lasered. And that should be enough for these. So we just need 2 more redstone lasered. That'll make our second crusher. So let's just put that in the middle. I can't actually pick that up. Alright, and my inventory is so full. You know what, let's come back over here. And we're just going to put down the, oh hey, we have a silicon chicken. Cool. Still waiting for that redstone chicken. That is the one that we're going to get from sand and red chickens, but we'll get there. So, crusher. There's the second crusher, and we'll get a double crusher. We need 2 advanced coils, which is 2 more basic coils. So we need more redstone. And then some gold nuggets. That was a waste. So let's grab our gold nuggets. We're going to need more than that, but that's fine. 1 more recipe should make everything we need. So we need 2 of these and then circle them with gold nuggets. And can we make the double crusher now? We certainly can. So double crusher is double good. This will make us 2. This will make 2 recipes worth. And we're going to auto split the items. And the reason we're doing that is because, do we want to do it that way or not? How many, okay, so this is the question. We have 1 gravel. I'm looking at my little notes. We have 2 gravel, 2 dust, 1 sand. And then the last one is soul sand. So I think we should make it dedicated. So this is going to be insert. This is going to be insert. This is also going to be extract. So extract on, let's do brown. Round robin, self-defeat disabled, that's good. And always active. And then we'll put the other machine on top of here, which, if we look at dust, is, surprise, surprise, a crusher. So we need another crusher, and just a normal one will be fine. So we're going to need what is it, 2 coils. So we need 8, 10 redstone. We barely have enough. So let's throw this here. Why do we keep picking up really quickly? Alright, and then laser it. Cool. So then we should be able to make 2 of these. We just need an iron casing, which requires just 1 more piece of black quartz, which I currently don't have. So let's smelt up some black quartz. That'll be done in just a second. And we can get on our way. Anytime now. There we go. So with that taken care of, should be able to make this and make the crusher. So what's going on here is pretty simple, and it's actually kind of neat. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to send a line around, and actually we can do, instead of, let's break this, break this, let's break this. Okay, so we're going to send a line around, and this can be disabled. Doesn't actually matter. So we cannot use green anymore. So what we're going to have is we're going to have different colors for different things, and there should be plenty of colors with, there's an Enderman. There should be plenty of colors for all of the stuff we need, so we don't have to filter too much. But basically, this is going to get an insert on brown. So we have insert cobblestone on green. This we do not want to get cobblestone, so this is going to be insert on, let's say, blue. We could also do brown or any other color. So, and then we'll have these guys output on the same to give us different things. Now, one other thing we're going to want is, I guess we could put just a chest here. Does it really warrant to have to use the flint? I don't know. We'll put a stack of flint in there for now, but I don't think it's really that important. So we'll do that just for the fun of it. Now these guys all need power. This does not, but we'll get there. So now we have gravel and sand. Now that is going to be the issue. Let's see, how do we want to do this? So if we output this on the same color, we're going to want to do round robin. We might want the second output. That, I think, is what we'll want to do. So let's break that just so we can do that. And the second output, we will change the color for it. So this will be input, output, and let's say blue will be gravel, and it will be always active, round robin. Now the reason we're doing that is because gravel is actually going to be used twice. Same with dust, but we'll get to that with extract on purple, always active, round robin. Now this is brown. Brown will be the other sand, and then this will be brown, and we'll put a filter on this to say sand. But we're not going to use that filter because that filter will be used for something else. Maybe. We'll see. So, what's next? We need all the sifters. Okay, we have sifting. And then what we're going to do is we're going to need to do one of two things. We're going to want to compress stuff or send it on its way. Now let's compress things. Let's just put this stuff in here for right now. And some of the stuff we have way too much of. Unfortunately, we can't really do much about the excess, like gunpowder and stuff, just because there's not really anything we can use it with. We'll need it later, sure. We could use an explosive generator. That would generate a lot of power. We have a lot of gunpowder. It does cause explosions, though. So, I don't know. Let's just throw it in here for now. Same with the coal. And what we can do is we can put down an auto compressor right here. And this will get input, output. The input will be, let's go the other way. Let's do red. And the output will be, let's say black. Always active. And this will also need to be filtered. And this is what this filter's for. So we might need to get advanced filters, which, how do we get the filters, the advanced filters? It requires a Z logic controller, so that's a little bit more complicated. We need to make a slice and splice, but that's not terribly hard. So this will get certain things, and these guys will all output on red. And actually, this will be in out on red. The reason why it's going to be the same, and make sure it does not self-feed. So I'm trying to think, and I think if we put it on a higher priority, that is also going to be key. So extract always active. And so what's going to happen is all of our guys are going to be sifting, and they're going to try to place things certain areas. Now we'll have to change this filter for different things, but basically we don't want, I don't actually think we're getting black quartz. I'll set up the filters off camera because that's going to be a lot of tedious work. But we're going to need various filters, and you know what, just in case, is there anything we're going to need to filter heavily? So let's think about this. Because at the end of all of this, we're going to have a chest. And that is literally it. So can we make iron chests? Yes. Let's go ahead. Of course we can. We have a gold chest sitting over there. So let's make a gold chest. So we're going to have, I think, right here. And this will be insert on red. And so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make sure that certain things cannot get in here. So for example, the broken ores we want in there. We might also want to put a chest before it, just to kind of filter. So again, that is fine. And then we can do this. We don't want this to extract then, only insert. And then this will extract on red, always active. But it's just going to put it back in there. How do we want to do this? We could just break the line here with a chest. And this can be insert on red. That's fine. Yeah, let's do that this way. So insert on red. And then we're going to want a compressor. Not there. A compressor. And then our furnace and our pulverizer. Which is going to be another sag mill. So something like this. It's going to be insert extract always active. This gets the filter, and we're going to filter things here. So basically the things we don't want to go in here are things that are going to be compressible. And you know what, we can actually have this all on green because it doesn't really matter. So what we want in here is things that's compressible. So there's 7 different ores. Coal and lapis are fine. That's all from gravel. We're going to not want... I don't know if crushed black quartz can actually go in there. So this is going to be the test. We're going to take this, and this will kind of determine what all we need the filters for. And that determines if we need better filters or not. But basically, we're just going to make sure that things can't go where we don't want them to. So if black quartz can go in there, it cannot. So we're not going to be getting black quartz, the actual item. So glowstone can't go in there, but everything else from dust is fine. And then we're going to have 4 diamond filters, which is going to give us a lot of gold, to be honest. So soul sand gives us quartz and gas tiers. We have quartz already on there. We have glowstone, and I think netherwort can also compress, which we don't need on there either because we're not going to be getting any netherwort. We're only going to be growing netherwort at this point. So that's fine. We're going to want to do, let's see, gold, diamonds are fine, emeralds are fine, lapis coal is fine, prosperity shards. So that's one I'm not sure about. Yellorium dust, quartz enriched, and spores. A lot of that stuff I don't think is actually going to do anything. So what was the other one? Yellorium dust. But we are going to need some of this stuff to kind of be taken care of in other ways. Anyways, so that's kind of where we're at. So let's make sure that this doesn't go in either. Blaze powder might actually be one that can, but I'm not sure. So redstone, obviously. Prosperity shards can. What does that make? Makes a block. Can we turn it back? Okay, so I don't actually care about prosperity shards. Yellorium can't. Ancient spores can't. Gas powder. Blaze powder can. I knew this because it can make blaze lamps. Can we convert blaze lamps back? We certainly can. So that's fine too. So the only other one that I'm not sure about is quartz enriched iron, which is honestly something we're not going to get a lot of, but it would be good to check just to make sure. So there are certain things that we're going to want to make sure doesn't go into the system, but that's mostly just because it's going to be taken somewhere else. I don't see any quartz enriched iron in there. Let's make sure we don't have any. Do we have any dust in here? We have some quartz enriched iron. Can we turn this into back into the dust? No. Alright, well, let's look it up. Quartz enriched iron dust. It can only be smelted, so that's actually not a concern. Okay, cool. So that makes my life a lot easier. I don't think we're going to need filters because, let's see, the next things we're going to want to make is, I think this should be extracting on, yeah, that'll be extracting on green. This will be inserting on green. And then we'll have 2 more things. First thing that we're going to have is a sag mill, and then we're also going to make a powered furnace. Because I think this will be nice and easy. It's relatively cheap. We're going to need like 8 more redstone. But everything else is just iron. So Inori crystals are literally just 2 iron on the ground, lasered. And we just need more, well, we need more dust. So let's grab some sand. Actually, we need more redstone. That's the only thing. It'd be nice if we had some red chickens, but we don't currently. Crusher. Can we get redstone from something fairly quick and easily? Green loot bags. Okay, and that'll even give us the redstonia, which is kind of what we need more. I do want to see is, hey, we got a redstone chicken. Perfect. I'll come over and collect drops and all that kind of stuff later. Move chickens around, get more stuff. It's not that much of a concern, to be honest. We also have another silicon chicken. Cool. This is the type of stuff I like seeing. So we'll have to make a couple more things. I will do that off camera more than anything, just because we're starting to run out of, well, we ran out of redstone, more or less. So that's the issue. But basically, we make an iron casing. We just need Restonia. Let's see if we have any green loot bags. We might be able to finish this up. Oh, there's enough darkness over there. I should probably check that. Alright, well, it's kind of whatever. I'm gonna guess, yep, right on top of there. So, that'll need a torch. It's fine. But yeah, so we could honestly salvage the sag mill for now, so that we can kind of finish this up. But basically, let's grab these two. And you know what? Let's throw these in here. We have some redstone from witches. Nothing good. There's some redstone. That is nice. Just come back and we will dump all this stuff in here. I guess we can't. Alright, so we almost have enough stuff. That is quantum storage. I don't really know about that. So we literally need one more piece of redstone. Is that really it for the power furnace? Yes. Okay. So let's try some more. There's another opportunity because we have 4 of these guys. We can upgrade it into an uncommon loot bag, and we get a mysterious potion. Oh, that's a bummer. We are getting a lot of Infernium. Oh, hey, another uncommon loot bag. And another bummer. We are getting a lot of Infernium essence from our mob farm, which is nice. We're going to need that. We'll get to that later. But anyways, for right now, let's actually put this drawer down. Grab a bunch of gunpowder. I'm just going to store gunpowder in here for right now. No reason other than just to get it out of the inventory. Let's see. Redstone, redstone. We need literally just 2 more redstone. Or actually just 1 more redstone, actually. So if this chicken can grow, it might take a little bit. So basically what we need to do, and this is where things are going to get a little bit more complicated. We're actually going to remove these as well. We'll use these for our powered furnace thing. But basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to bring power over here, and what I'll probably end up doing is let's do that. So this is full. That is 1,000. Is this also? Is that it? Okay, no, this is 1,000,000. Apologies. I can read. Let's grab some of these cables. And what we can do, at least for now, is let's grab soul sand. And I don't know that we need the alloy smelter yet. But what we can do, let's go ahead and turn this guy off. He already is. And I'm going to put the basic capacitor right here for right now. And we're going to power it like so. And now this is, we want this to have purple. This is going to get purple. And dust will get a diamond mesh. So that's one of the diamond meshes. And then it will also get an iron mesh so that we can get the black quartz. So that's going to drain. But none of these guys are actually working. So we're going to just throw some sand in there. And we should see it come in here. And then we should see all the products go in there. And it seems to be working. So, diamond mesh is not the best thing at first. And then I think if we turn that on, we should see a lot of things go in there first. But we'll get to that in a second. We also have some more darkness. Oh no, that's just an Enderman. Okay, let's kill the Enderman. Might get something good. Or die. Okay, we didn't die. So, actually, we can finish this up. We'll have to make another sag mill. That's not that big of a deal. But, come over here. Throw these guys down on the ground. Laser them. I love the laser. And we should be able to make, not the crusher, but we're going to need 2 of these. And that should be everything for the powered furnace, which is a double furnace. Now this is kind of important, but the reason we want this is so that we can get a lot of stuff going all at once. So sag mill, we're going to deconfigure it on every side. And that looks fine. So what's going to happen? Well, we're going to extract this stuff. And I don't know if things that cannot be smelted... Ooh. Can you be smelted? You can. Alright, we got to be careful with that. But that should not be a problem, because we're not going to have iron ingots. This is going to extract... Oh, but this is also going to want other things. Okay. I'm being very cryptic, I know. But we're going to want to move this right here. So green is fine. And then we're going to want to have another one. So this is going to be an insert. This one needs to be like brown or something. Actually, it doesn't actually need to be brown. All I have to do is wrench that so that it only connects. Now, is there anything that'll be sag milled that doesn't require it? So, now this is the question. We were going to want to insert on this and insert on here. This is going to get filters. And then I think this can also... We're going to push down so that this will get everything we need. Now here's the question. I'll need to figure out what all it requires. Well, basically, this guy is going to compress certain things, and we want it to extract all of it and put it in here. So this is going to need a filter, as is this. Now this one is going to need 7. However, can we get away? Match metadata? No. So we are going to need an advanced... we are going to need an advanced guy, so we should probably go ahead and make the slice and splice. And that'll be where we're in. So I will kind of wait for more... Actually, let's go ahead and make the filter. So this requires solarium, which is not too bad. We're going to need some redstone and skull, plus a little bit of other things. So solarium is just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And some gold. Unfortunately, we just made some processors. I think. What are we actually making? Because I put in... Yeah, that's going to make the improved processors. That's fine. We'll use them later. Let's just throw them in here. And unfortunately, that's just something that happens. We can make the solarium. We're going to need some gold nuggets. We're going to need some copper. And some more redstone. So, pretty much as we can make and get more redstone, we'll be better off. That's really all there is to it. So we're going to need iron axe as well as shears. We're actually going to need another set of these. As you guys will see in just a moment, we are using basically all of our iron. I'm going to need a lot of iron as well. And then we're going to need a basic capacitor. That part is luckily pretty easy. And then we should be able to make machine chassis. We need a zombie head. And literally we just need the solarium. So we have 2, 3 of that. And then we're also going to need, for 1 advanced filter, 2 solarium, 2 silicon, a zombie head, and redstone. So we're going to need 2 more of these cooked up, which is not bad. But we also need silicon and a zombie head. So there is most of it. Zombie head, there should be some over here. We have quite a few. We're actually going to use a creeper skull. Actually, no, skeleton skull. Zombie heads are very important, very useful in Ender.io. So we're going to use a skeleton skull instead. Now we just need the silicon. And we have 2 in there. What can we drop off? Nothing. We don't have to. Alright, so that is done. Which means we can make the splice and slice with the skeleton skull. And then we take this over here. We're just going to put this over here temporarily just to get the filter. But zombie skull, these 2 in the top. That guy goes there. That goes there. And once we have the 2 solarium, we'll be good to go. Now, I'll need to make more machines and all that kind of stuff later. Not too much of an issue right now, but basically, we'll need another filter as well. Let's go ahead and make that. So there's that. We're going to need paper. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the other thing? We do need paper for that, so we need 8 paper in total. Alright, so let's make these guys. So we're going to use 2 filters. And hopefully this works how I think it's going to work. Now these guys don't, none of them have power, so that's a little bit of an issue. Again, power lines are something we can make. But basically, we're going to put an advanced filter on the sag mill and a normal filter on the other guy. And that should be enough to kind of deal with the issue of getting things where they need to go and nowhere else. So we're just going to kind of finish things up. Let's grab a stack of this. We can put this away. We're going to need a basic item filter and an advanced one. And so what we're going to want to do is put these on here. So this guy will have an insert with the advance, and it's going to be a whitelist. So one of the first things we're going to whitelist is it's going to be all the ores. So this will get whitelisted ores, and we'll put this on a higher priority. Not as high as this, but a higher priority than the gold chest. That way, things will try to go in here first, and then they'll try to go into these 2 guys, because we'll also put want to filter and bump the priority. Now, this one's going to be a little bit weird, because we're going to smelt down things that really don't have anywhere else to go. So like black quartz and yellorium. Now there's not that many, so this should be fine, but having a whitelist, that should get everything where we need it. At least I'm hoping. So that and that. And we just put those in for testing. So what happens, and then this is just going to be always active and whatnot. So let's put that in there. And let's see what happens if we say always active. So this gets the gold. That's what we wanted. This should get... So glowstone's going in there. That's good. That's a good sign. That's actually already making the gold grit. And does it... It immediately goes down. Perfect. Now what happens if this sets... Does it go there? Oh, don't want that. So, how can we fix that? With another filter on this guy, blacklisting whatever this guy has. Okay. So let's turn this off. Put that in there. Redstone also went in there. Perfect. So all that requires is just another filter. That's a little bit more iron. Is there any other way to get a hopper? Nope, just iron. So we need a little bit more iron, but other than that, I will kind of deal with that later. That's not a big concern right now, but that should basically be everything we need. So I'll need to make some more machines, mostly the sifters. And kind of the idea from here on out is going to be, we're going to want to get iron. So in order to do that, we're going to swap out this guy with flint. So we need to have a flint with all the stuff we need. Those are all string. We have an iron, we have the string. String is not really needed anymore, but the iron is going to have some use with dust. So this is our flint mesh. We have a bunch of iron. We don't really need most of those. So we're going to take the flint in here and see. Luck of the sea. Efficiency. Nope. Alright, well, looks like we're going to have to use something else. We do have a little bit of gold. We have a little bit of iron as well. So this iron, I guess, can be what we use for now. Or we can try to enchant something else. We're going to need more diamond meshes. We could probably make one. Yeah, that's just some string. Let's go ahead and make another diamond mesh. And I know we should have plenty of string over here. We'll make another diamond mesh and see if that is something we can enchant. Otherwise, we'll need to find the enchant somewhere else. But anyways, this episode is getting to be long. Let's do this real quick. Uses, no. It was like this. So we're going to need plenty of diamond meshes. So enchanting this for the fun of it is not a bad thing. Can we enchant these? No. That's a bummer. Can we enchant her? Nope. Alright, well, I need to enchant something. Why not? Doesn't really matter to me. I just want to enchant something so we can get rid of it. Unbreaking. And protection. Perfect. So flint. There we go. That's what we want. And if we ever get to the point where... so we just need another level. Which if we have any experience lying around, it's really all we need. That might be something we want to kind of address, is we need more experience. Can we get experience some way? Let's see. There is the experience essence, which we can get from the seeds. Those are pretty difficult to get. They are a rare drop. We can get experienced chickens, which give you solid experience rather. And I think the only thing is there's the bottles of enchanting. Let's see. A lot of those are missing because we don't actually have the items. Right there it is. And this we can get from uncommon loot bags. So let's open a couple more of these and see if we're lucky. Nope. Okay, so I will tell you guys what. I am going to end the episode off here. I am going to work off camera trying to get just another level of experience. And kind of the idea from that is going to be we're going to be trying to get auto sifting up and running relatively soon and going from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Got a lot of stuff to do still, but we're getting there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!